Nice to meet you again. I hope you are fine and our today's lesson will be useful for you. Our today's topic is about environment. What's environment? Environment is a land in or on which people, animal and plants live. Environment is also which around us. There are many problems, environmental problems, which influence through our environment. And I want to show you some of them. One of the biggest problem is, of course, is pollution. There are many types of pollution. For example, air pollution, water pollution, land pollution, light pollution, noise pollution, and others. And I want to speak about the pollutions which influence in a bad way to our climate. Climate change is changing day by day and it has constantly changed throughout history. It was due to natural process, but today it's due to man's process. There are also many and several environmental problems in our environment. For example, icing, floods, earthquakes, the burning of the forests. Global warming is also an environmental problem, and the scientists say that it may or may not a great crisis of the next century. Here is what we know about the global warming. Unfortunately, sea and waters are also polluted. Sea water is much more dangerous than others. There is no sea or ocean water which is not used as a damp. Rivers and lakes are poisoned, and fish and reptiles cannot live in them, and birds leave their habitats because in the water there is not enough oxygen. Fortunately, we have several groups which can protect our environment. There are several groups which called Eco, Idea and Greenpeace, but the famous of them is Greenpeace, which is situated in Great Britain. These groups campaign against hunting wild birds and testing nuclear weapon pollution in the North Sea and other issues. Now I want to introduce you vocabulary which you will use in your sentences. The first word is pollution. As I said, this is the introduction of harmful materials into the environment. There are many types of pollution, as you know, air, water, soil pollution and others. For example, the company is not responsible for the pollution in the river. Second, affect. To have an influence on someone or something. The air pollution in the city center affects the lives of people in a bad way. The third word, disaster. Great harm, damage or disease, or serious difficulty. For example, natural disasters. This is one of the worst natural disasters. Our fourth word is industry. The companies and activities involved in the process of producing goods for sale. The automotive industry becomes more useful nowadays. What's ecosystem? It's all the living things in area. For example, pollution can have bad effects on the balanced ecosystem. Die out to become less common and finally stop existing. Natural creatures of the world are dying out. The seventh word, climate change. Change in the world's weather. The President required an action plan on climate change. And the final word, global warming. A gradual increase in the Earth. Temperature caused by gases and carbon dioxide surrounding the Earth. For example, the increase in the level of carbon dioxide contributes to global warming. Now our grammar. Today I would like to speak about present continuous. What's present continuous? The action is happening at the time of speaking. We call this tense form present continuous or present progressive tense. It's formed by the auxiliary verbs am, is, are, and plus verb and ing. For example, I am eating my lunch. When do we use present continuous tense? The first, actions that are happening now. For example, she is cooking in the kitchen. Actions that are temporary. For example, they are staying in London for a few days. Definite future plans. For example, I am going hiking tomorrow. And now how we form the present continuous tense form. First we use the subject, then auxiliary verb, then main verb, then ing. He is, verb and ing and others. There are the positive, negative and question form of present continuous form. In the positive form we use I am starting. In the negative form we put not after the auxiliary verbs. For example, I'm not starting. It's a short form, of course. You are starting, you are not starting. He is starting, he is not starting. And the question or interrogative form, am I starting? Are you starting? Is he starting? And so, my dear students, I want to introduce you some keywords which we can use in the present continuous. When you see this keyword, it means that the sentence is used in the present continuous. For example, at the moment, I am doing it at the moment. Now, I am doing it now. Still, I am still doing it. This week, I am doing it this week. Today, I am doing it today. Now, our today's idioms or phrasal verbs. Wipe out, destroy something completely. For example, whole villages were wiped out by the floods. Run out of, finish the supply of something. For example, what will we do when we run out of gas? The third word, cut down. It means kill trees. Now our homework. Tasks for you. This is individual task and you should do this task individually. First, prepare a presentation about the things you used to do, contrasting the things you do now for saving our planet. You should also read the passage from your book Environment and about pollution and do exercises below the passage. Take care of yourself, protect our environment and see you, my dear students.